Hey, howdy, hey. We are back again with Sonic Adventure, and it looks like we are technically on the right page. Things are actually moving again. How is everybody? Let's get this brightness up again. And can everybody hear the game? Howdy, Marie. Glad you could drop by. Can you hear the game? Can you hear the little noises? Perfect. Then let's get this party started. Last time we left off, we have defeated E102 Gamma as Sonic, and so we shall see his defeat. Look at him limping. It's like he's about to start a dance. Gotta go fast, go fast, go fast.
Stop it, Sonic!
Oh, look at them both going so fast. It's so slow.
Step aside, Amy! Out of my way!
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't
Look at him
hurt
limp.
Okay, whatever you say.
This is a nice scene. I just like that Sonic is, you know, still reasonable enough to not destroy Gamma, unlike other impulsive scenes from Lost World.
Hey, the ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find that Eggman and put him out of commission.
Kill him. He's gonna kill him. Sonic has chosen life. Now I can play as Gamma. Okay, everyone's favorite.
Go to the captain's room.
Captain's room. Is this? Is it? I hope it is. I hope it is. Okay. This leads me to the Chow Garden. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Where is the captain's room? Is this? No, that's the hot shelter entrance. That's just very menacing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Let's try another avenue. Let's try another route. Nice. Can I talk to Gamma?
Auto recovery system activated.
Glad he's doing just fine. How about you, Tails? Yeah. No, I don't want to run him over. I already showed mercy.
The egg carrier is losing altitude.
Tails, are you on something? Like sugar? Stop bouncing so much.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Okay, I just have to move forward. Okay, thank you.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape. There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
Where you guys go? There you go. Okay. This should lead me to where I need to go. Ah! Keep in mind, this is the updated version of the game with the updated models. Wait until you see what it originally looked like on the Dreamcast.
The switch to transform the egg carrier is somewhere in this room.
Well, let's do the Lego movie tactic, the Lego game tactic of destroying everything in sight. Is this the switch? No. Is it on the chair? Oh, it's on the chair. Look how tiny he is! This is basically where Eggman's supposed to sit. So either Eggman is a behemoth, or he over-designed this chair. That ought to do it.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operation.
There we go. I mean, he even has his throne with freaking smokestacks. So yeah, he is Thanos.
Hurry up and catch him.
Well, I'm not gonna catch him in there. It's everyone's favorite character. Stand back, guys.
Oh no! Not again! Chaos! Could this be the same beast?
Apparently. If it isn't Sonic!
Yes. Attack Sonic now!
Froggy?
There he is!
I must say Froggy!
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Big the cat!
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
You won't get away with this, you madman!
I
I
will.
read that as
You're no
ma'am.
match for
You wouldn't get
Chaos,
away with this,
Even
ma'am.
though he's not perfected yet.
Egg ma'am.
Okay, Chaos. Destroy them all immediately.
Well, you're not a mission prerogative. I must say Froggy! No, I'm not gonna say Froggy like this. Oh, okay.
No way.
I can't believe this. Don't get me. So he's using. So he's gotta suck up these bombs. Suck. No. Oh. Oh. Okay. Aha. Not Shadow Fever. Oh wait, it disarmed these. And then he sucked them up, I guess. Yeah, there we go.
No way. I can't
Gotcha.
believe this.
Keep it going.
No way. I can't believe this.
Gotta love these voice lines. You know, it just makes it all the more memorable. Now I just need him to talk about how he misses his wife. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. Get him. Eat your food. They're good for you. Tasty.
No way.
This!
I can't believe this.
And he's gone.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Who doesn't love Snapcube? Although my personal favorite of the Snapcube dubs, you know, everyone talks about Adventure 2 or 06. My favorite still goes to Sonic Riders. I think that's just the peak.
Hey there, Knuckles. Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something.
In the sky, you know?
Until we meet again, Sonic.
Stop! Come back here.
Just means we got one more level to go with Sonic, and then we can make a decision as to, where to go. Yep. My favorite character has to be, Storm. Why am I so slack? Is this an internal dialogue? I can't see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku!
Ah, I hate Eggman. Where's this?
I forgot there's 2 more levels. There's Lost World, and then the final one against Eggman. Anyway, who's up for some Indiana Jones?
That light. I think it's trying to show me something.
I can't believe I haven't noticed it until now, despite all the tutorials. Starring Harrison Ford as Sonic the Hedgehog. Now I can play with Big! Lost World, not to be confused with the game Sonic Lost World. I can play the best character, Lost World. Also, hiya, Proto. go this way. Yeah. Adventure waits. This is an underrated sort of song for this game. And another reason I mentioned this in the last stream of why I love Sonic Adventure's soundtrack more than even Adventure 2. It plays even more with genres because Adventure 2's soundtrack has it does have nice mixes and it's based on the character. So like Knuckles has rap music, Rouge has jazz, things in general, which, you know, is good for identifying the characters. But I love how basically every stage almost feels like its own genre. It's what I love about Sonic, the fact that, you know, if there's a genre you love, Sonic probably has a song for it somewhere. In fact, there's so much Sonic music that when I was in college, I took 1 year college before going to university, I was tasked to make a prototype for a phone app, any phone app I wanted. And I decided to make a phone app about Sonic OSTs, just documenting every single one, like all like over 50, 60 there are, and down I go. No. To the Black Abyss. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this part of the level because I forget what I'm doing. I don't know entirely where I'm going. Let's see. Because I remember there's a switch here. Oh, physics. There should be a switch around here. Yeah, that's the next one. But how do I get to the other one? And let the water raise. The water raise is something there, but that's a bonus. See the camera. I need to get up to that level somehow. But wait. Oh. Wow, I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Let's make our way up. To that. That could have gone better. Okay. So take some momentum. There. Just wait for the snake to come by. Party on a Great Devourer's head. Let's go. And there's my ride. Or, oh no, there's a red switch.
No!
Oh, and I'm dead. Let's try this again. At least I kind of know what I'm doing. Up, up.
Press this switch to raise the water level.
This is still a better water level than most other Sonic games. Get your ride here. One. Raise the water level. Oh yeah, thank goodness. Like, there's still, like, the air system in this game where you still need to get bubbles, but, well, I don't think there's bubbles in this game, but you still need to come up for air. But it's really non-essential, because you're not really there for long. Life! Extra life! Mine! There we go. Yeah, I figured. A Sonic game's not a Sonic game without needing to breathe. Like life. There's the red one. Ah. Well, here's the underwater part. It's time to survive. At least here, my jumps are a lot higher. Back to where I was. Now, if I make my way back here... Oh, it's this big, that explains it. There's the red one. That's what I needed. Yeah, why can't we be more like Sonic, where he didn't need to... Ever think about the fact that Sonic, he can't breathe underwater, but he can breathe in the vacuum of space. Think about like Sonic 2, Sonic 3, like even not as Super Sonic, he can still breathe in space. There's no explanation given. He still does it, even in modern games, like Sonic Forces. We have him riding on a giant spaceship through the Death Egg. No planet in sight. I like this part. We're just moving around the Mystic Ruins. You can still see it in the back, even if it's just a matte painting. He's just like so deathly scared of water, it causes like a psychological impact and kills him. It's like that one case in Danganronpa 2, Sonya was talking about, and down I go. Sonya was talking about somebody who was made to believe that his like arm got slit, and so like the blood's going down and he dies, but he wasn't actually. But the fact that he thought about it killed him. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this mechanic means you need to point lights at the mirrors. Yeah, of course you do. It's a very interesting case. Like, it's a very interesting psychological experiment. I wonder if it's, you know, actually real. If such a thing can actually have that kind of effect. Mirror, mirror, on the wall. There's a first of the wall. Me. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the weirdest Pokemon Gym Leader puzzle. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's cool down there, Slippy. Yeah, it's very fascinating. Gotta check if there's such a thing as like a real case of that. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that placebos would have that kind of effect. I mean, like, especially to me, like, I get paranoid that COVID's about me. So, if someone were to cough, I always, like, start to feel woozy or something, just because I just think to myself, what if I get COVID? I don't actually get it, but I always just feel wrong, just out of the sheer fear of it all. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, in the end, I still never contracted it. Surprisingly so. COVID, not pregnancy.
Use the switch to light up the wall panels. You can walk on those panels when lit.
It's pretty lit. Oh, but we have it. Right. Rhymes. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't see that coming. Don't touch me.
Thank you.
I figure out how to light up. 40 rings. Tasty. Do it again. No. Again. Oh wait, there you go, now it's lit. Going up. This must be one of the hardest levels to speedrun for Sonic. There's so much puzzles at play. How to get him? Go to the camera. Aha! getting me nowhere except death. That's... Thank you. Extra life and nothing else, but I'll take it. Nope, I won't take that. I want to keep my rings. I want to give it to my Chow. Well, you'd be surprised. There are several Sonic levels that are very exploration heavy. But the deal is, you know, it's meant to be, you're meant to get better at it.
Use the switch.
So, like, it's deceivingly slow. Of course, there's some of them that are just, like, slow no matter what, like Labyrinth Zone. But there is ways to make this fast. It's just that I'm really inexperienced at it. Oh. There's a mirror, dude. Ooh, what's this? No, I want to go back. There we go. Like, once you memorize these patterns, how to get around the floor, I can see someone being able to do this. Because look at that, I was able to spin dash upwards. It's all about utilizing the spin dash correctly in terms of Sonic Adventure. Because that's basically your best tool. Yeah, the best Sonic levels have very cleverly hidden shortcuts that speedrunners could use to take advantage of the speed. Because, you know, this follows more of a classic Sonic philosophy. Because, you know, we're used to modern Sonic games essentially granting you speed, but speed in a Sonic game was never meant to be, you know, inherent. It's meant to be a reward for understanding the level layout. Yeah, that's how modern Sonic philosophy works. But, you know, classic Sonic philosophies, even for this game, it is, you're only fast once you get good at it. And you just have the tools to get fast, you just need to use it correctly. While now it's, you know, Sonic fans would call it boost to win, because you boost to win.
Yeah, not bad.
Because Sonic in the end, you know, at its core was meant to be very momentum-based, and that was something that Yuji Naka said when he was developing Sonic for the first time. His idea for Sonic came from the fact that he was playing Mario, like, he plays Mario, and of course when you play the original Super Mario Brothers, you always start at World 1-1. And when you're in World 1-1, you're going to you're gonna be playing that level over and over and over again every time you start up that NES. So you're gonna get better at it, and thus you're gonna get faster, you're gonna know when to jump, how to jump, and what kind of obstacles are coming next. And at this point, you become a speed demon in that World 1-1. So Yuji Naka thought, what if I basically took that idea and added momentum to it to grant you the ability to learn how to speedrun that better and make it more satisfying?
What's this place?
That's Sonic.
Where am I? This is really weird.
Do I talk to Call? No. Hey, buddy. Freaking dead Chow. If they ever remake this game and we have to see this site in, like, 4K, it's wild. Yeah, I do my research. How could I not?
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Sonic's
It's
neutral face.
terrible. I must stop this now.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna see how this stops. Whoa, I'm so blazed, man.
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here.
Weed.
Eggman! What's he doing here? Oh, never mind. This time I'll get him good.
You never hear Sonic with that kind of rage in a while. Now it's time for me to find my way out of here. Oh, I love this track. I need to find a way to the entrance to the final level. Not here. Ah. Oh, this puzzle. I have no idea what I'm doing, so watch me, perform flukes. I hate these kind of puzzles. The only thing worse is slider puzzles. Is this reset to a default so I can try again? No. Alright. Sonic! Because I have no idea how these work. Jun Sonoy at his finest. Gotta love him. One of the best video game composers out there, in my humble opinion. Or my Sonic biased opinion. I can never progress until I figure this out. So what is always one missing? Try the other one. Nope. I don't know if I'm making things better or am I making things worse. Oh yes, I'm in. Okay, see, it's all about just going nuts, and hopefully one of those chances is gonna be right. Mine and mine. What? There goes that electric shield. Those rings anymore. Oh, well, I guess I needed those. And it gets even more. The music gets even more hardcore the deeper we go into this base. This gives real, like, 3D Metropolis Zone vibes from Sonic 2 with these tubes. And here's when the riff gets even more crazy. One of my favorite tracks, though, does not come from any of Sonic's levels, it comes from Gamma's. Whoa, 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 where did that just happen? I was moving! Yes, Hot Shelter, correct. The track name in the OST is called Red Barrage Area, if I remember correctly. Extra life, extra life, extra life. Mine. Like, that's the thing I love about how its use of rock and jazz in Sonic Adventure. I just don't get that from Sonic Adventure 2, because Rouge is, like, pure jazz. You know, which is good in itself, but I love that mix of rock and jazz that Adventure has. How do I get up there? Do I take a risk? No. Let me examine my horizons. Boy. What it takes, Miles. A leap of faith. Yeah. Sometimes I underestimate how high Sonic can jump in this game. Another life for me. This game is so generous with the lives.
Final A. Level 2 isolation wall open.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a close one. Oh, and I did not jump there. And thus Sonic got torn to shreds. Oh, I have to do this all over again. Forgot it didn't pass by a checkpoint. Up, and that was a homing attack. Goodbye. Bye, me. The only thing he is afraid of is water and marriage. He's only married to the wind that blows free in his quills. And maybe chili dogs. Yeah, because that means he'd have to stay still for a moment. Lord knows he doesn't want to do that. You have to buy rent. Sonic doesn't even have a properly documented house. Like he might. Because in Sonic and the Black Knights, no, it was not Black Knight, it was Secret Ring. Sonic is in somebody's house sleeping. We don't know if it's his house or if he's crashing on someone else's pad. Like, I remember seeing the review for from Some Call Me Johnny, and he says it might be Tails' house, but, like, there's no canonical explanation whether or not, but there's a good headcanon that might be Tails' house. The fact that the 8-year-old has a house before this 16-year-old, though. Spends all his ring rant on chili dogs. Back to the jazz. That announcer sounds exactly like the call. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Thank you. Exactly. Oh, I love this part, just for the fun of just homing attacking everything on sight, and it just keeps going. For eternity. Because I love the homing attack. Like, people say Sonic's defining move is the spin dash, but for me, I will always have, I will always favor the homing attack more than anything. It's just so satisfying to lock onto something and just hit it. Whoa! Into the Super Mario Galaxy Black Hole of Seizures. I guess you could call it a Sonic Spinball. Get it? Cause that's a real game. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, what's this? There's color everywhere. There's red things in there. Oh. I want to get that. I want it. I'm not gonna get it, will I? What's this? That's a good thing about early 3D Sonic 2, just how well they can hide little secrets. They just reward you for exploration. Like, there's two ways to play. You can either play really fast, or you can just explore, to uncover the shortcuts. And they will reward you for it. Ah, okay. Goes. Hey, more! This is my way of looking around. Ha. Down. Whoa, 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 what did it just do to me? I'm not touching these guys with a 10-foot pole. Oh, little Sonic dummies. I love how I look. Maybe. Okay. Ah! Where'd I go?
Yes.
Okay, that's the end of the level. Okay, thank you. I was gonna be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, not bad.
They look like Sega Saturn models of the Sonic gang, like if something is taken out of Sonic R. Alright, final boss time. And then we can move on to the next character story. Whoa, it's the Egg Dragoon from the hit game Sonic Unleashed.
Well, if it isn't my pal Sonic.
Look at his model! Look at Eggman's little model! I didn't realize they made a new model for Eggman just for this, and he looks so tiny.
Hold it right there, Eggman.
Oh, never mind, it's Egg Wyvern from the hit game Sonic 06. Don't question about his eyes. We don't need to see them anymore after Sonic 06. We should never see Eggman's eyes ever again. Unless maybe it's Jim Carrey's. Load up this! Get a load up this! Get load up this! See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
Here comes the club! I'm gonna turn you all into Minecraft PS4s. Put the gem there. I'm gonna put her in Minecraft.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic. Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
Eggman used Flame Pillar. Super effective. Nope.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
He's not gonna get away with this.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
I wonder if he wants me to get a load of this. He isn't he, but
It's no use.
Give up.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
that can come off very wrong.
Get a load of this!
Oh, this part. I hate this part.
It's no way!
There you go.
I can't.
I can never get the jump right for that, but it looks like I did.
All systems.
Full power!
It's no use. Give up.
I need rings. Fast. Are there rings down here? Yes, good.
He's not gonna get away with this. It's no use.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Give up.
whoa, scared.
No
That.
way.
Yeah, you got him
I can't
down.
believe this.
Oh, he's not done yet. He's start crashing down. And if...
Watch out! He's up to something.
Oh, crap. Oh. There we go, okay. If I died there, I'd have to do the whole boss again.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
And thus, he died for his sins. Seven rings. Oh, you made out just fine. Just got a little smoky. don't show off, don't criticize. I'm just living by my own feeling. Where I don't give in, don't compromise. What are they saying? To this day, we'll never know. Not with those facial animations. And that was Sonic's story. So now I'm going to leave this to you guys to choose where exactly we're going next. Who are we going to play as? Because we got to make it through everyone's story. Can I skip? Nope, we just got to enjoy the nice Tony Harnell playing. This is still fun. It's still a fun game, even when it came out in 1998. Still definitely dated. I mean, how could it not be? But just because something's old doesn't mean something's not fun. So Sonic's story continues to hold up. I do hold a higher opinion of Sonic Adventures than most people. Like some people say only half the game is good, or just Sonic was good. Here I think, you know, a good chunk of the levels good. The options we have. So again, how Sonic Adventure works is that there are like, I believe, 6 stories that all intertwine into one final story. We just did Sonic's, and now we can do Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Gamma, or Big. Each of these have basically a different style of gameplay. Don't tempt Big. I'm not ready for Big. I am not ready for him. Matter now what happens, I will never give up the fight, and there's no way I will run away from all. Chaos game designers. There's literally just a whole division for people doing the boss fights for Chaos. Always keep on running, and there's no way I'm gonna give up till the day. Knuckles is good. Better than Sonic Adventure 2's Knuckles stages. Who is around? Brother, got any stakes in this? Any stories you want to go for? Then I might have to like flip a coin or something. You have a coin? Oh, and there goes the stream again. Don't worry. I figured out how to fix this. I've learned from my lesson. Give me a second. If I move the table just a bit, the HDMI cable will stop the stream. So I gotta be careful as to what I touch. Alright, so no flipping a coin. We're going with Knuckles. Not a bad choice. Can't tell what is wrong and what is right. I got to find. Look at Junichi Kanemaru, the GOAT. While Sonic has been recasted, you know, like 3 times in English, Junichi Kanemaru has still started playing Sonic here, still playing Sonic now. Also, we have been voice directed by Bubsy. Junichi Kanemaru is still such a king. He plays Sonic even in the movie, for the Japanese dub. The real interesting thing is, again, we're probably going to get another Sonic actor. Roger Craig Smith, who is the current person who has played Sonic for the last 10 years, he is still going to be playing Sonic for the games for the foreseeable future. But we are getting a Netflix show sometime this year called Sonic Prime. And the thing about Sonic Prime is being animated by WildBrain, which is headquartered here in Canada. And in Canada, we have a bit of a strict rule, a strict union, where we want Canadian actors to play characters in Canadian productions. And we do have very talented Canadian actors. I love Ninjago, and Ninjago has some great actors, and that's recorded over in Vancouver. And so that's probably going to be around where Sonic Prime is going to be done. So this means we're going to be getting Canadian actors for the Sonic crew. So I don't know who's going to be playing him. We don't know. There's so much we don't know about this show that's coming out this year. We don't have a trailer, we don't have anything, just some concept art. I love this art. 13 emblems. Knock knock, it's Knuckles. The most polite Sonic you'll ever face. He doesn't eat chili dogs, he eats poutine.
Select a fight.
That seems to be what everyone goes to Canada for, to
Select
eat
your
poutine.
character.
Like, I was
Okay,
in
let's go.
Fan Expo, you know, for a panel for I believe it was Christina V, of course, plays Homura, Ladybug, and just during that panel, she just casually brings Christine Marie Cabanos, who plays Monica, she just brings her on board. She was never announced for the con. She was, like, we didn't know she was going to show up. She just did. Asked her why she was here. She was here for the poutine.
Anything that could harm it. I don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever.
Idris Elba. It was good to meet them. That's 2 magical girls off my 5 magical girl list. I'm still needing to meet Sayaka's. Still haven't yet.
What's going on here? Oh,
I need to see some ID.
Something's happened to the Master Emerald. Huh? Who are you?
Did you eat it?
do this? Oh, I'll get you for this.
Wee.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ah. Hey, no fair. Wait.
This is a good catch-up for Sonic Movie 2, I guess, for
What's
the
happening
uninitiated. Because, you know,
Come
we're
back
dealing with the
here.
Master Emerald and Knuckles and things like that.
Whoa, that was
Hey, glad you
incredible.
can make it.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh no, it's starting to happen. Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean.
We're all gonna drown. Pre-rendered cutscene. Yeah, we just finished Sonic's story. We're heading over to Knuckles now.
It's up to me to find the missing pieces of the Master Emerald.
You take my
It won't be
emeralds!
easy. Pieces flew off everywhere. Guess I better start looking anywhere I can.
So our goal as Knuckles is to basically reassemble the pieces of the Master Emerald, and that's what the levels are about.
You should be able to get into City Hall.
Yeah, let's have a meeting with the president. He should be able to figure something out. What City Hall? I think we still need... Yeah, we need... City Hall? Oh! Okay. Is that on? So this is a different style of gameplay. It's not about getting to the goal, but finding 3 pieces of the Master Emerald per level. So I can see the radar is going off, and there's a shard. Got 1. So let's go find the other 2. And at my disposal, I have a standard momentum-based roll. So I can go fast enough. So I can punch. If I go fast enough, I can roll, glide, and climb to help me to get to where I need to go. And try not to be roadkill. Yes, that's the biggest problem with Sonic Adventure 2. Because here, the radars will go off in any particular order. So I don't need to find a very specific piece, I just gotta find just any of them. In Sonic Adventure 2, they decided to pad out the levels. You can only find one at a time. So even if you're near one, the game won't tell you. You need to find a very specific shard before it'll even want you to go to the next one. around here. Yeah, that's the biggest weakness about Sonic Adventure 2, is how badly they nerfed the treasure hunting in that one.
Emeralds can be found in items broken by a punch.
This one is giving me some trouble. Oh! He went up. Okay, closer. Yeah. And they're very spacious. Here, they're, you know, they're pretty boxed in levels in Sonic Adventure. Got it.
Found it. Good enough.
So, you know, the fact that, you know, the levels are nice and boxed in and, you know, we can find emeralds in any particular order, this still makes these, you know, suitable for speedrunning, even if the places are randomized. You know, there's still, you know, a decent amount of fun in trying to find emerald pieces that fast. That kid telling me about gambling?
You can go to the casino area at nighttime.
So our next one, Casinopolis.
No trains are currently in service.
Oh, thank goodness there's no mad space. Unless I go mad. Space. They actually redesigned this casino for the American version of the game, if you notice this roof. I believe it, in the Japanese version, it gives you, like, you know, scantily clad women on the top. So, of course, they got rid of that in the final game here. Although, there's still an English version that would still have it, called the International Edition. Before this game was set to launch, there was essentially a prototype of the game that was given out for rental at all the Hollywood videos that gave you a Dreamcast and this pre-release version of Sonic Adventure that basically was the Japanese version and slapped in just the English audio. And that included the uncensored casino roof. Something. Oh, there you go. The last one. It's gotta be around here, maybe at this the upper floor. Let's try.
This way.
Which way? Carl, where'd you go? Don't leave me. Okay. No. Ooh. Aha! Gotcha!
Found it.
I hit the table. Hope that doesn't mean anything. Just like that, 1 minute and 44 seconds. That's faster than most Sonic levels here. Knuckles instantly teleported. He's still in his victory pose.
Where in the world am I?
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I don't remember being here before. But something about it is familiar. This is very strange.
Indeed. Time to meet all your dead brethren. Look at them go. In all their low poly glory. Can I talk to him? Yeah. They all have spiked knuckles. Look at this guy. Being all philosophical. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Father, please don't!
Tikal, the 7 emeralds are essential to our survival.
It's him. I can't pronounce his name for the life of me.
It is for the good of all our people.
How can I make you understand? Attacking other countries, stealing and killing can't be the right path to peace. No one has the right to take their holy grounds. I beg you, Father.
I will steal their churches. If we're not gonna hear about the Echidna tribes in the movie, we're definitely gonna hear about it in the show. Knuckles has all the time in the world to cover his lore on Paramount Plus.
Now where am I?
Because Sonic 2 is a very
Back
crammed
in
movie
Station
from what I can
Square,
see.
I
There's a
see.
lot that needs to be covered. So, you know, it's a good idea to
going
going
on
with a
here
show
anyway?
to expand the mythology of what the movie's going for. Cream! There she is! Found her again.
No trains are currently in service.
Hey, guys.
I wonder what those guys are doing. I wonder what those guys are doing.
Especially Sonic. Still tapping his toes even when unconscious. Alright, no key I have to pick up. Let's figure out where to go next. Eggman! You take my emeralds!
Hey, it's Dr. Eggman. What's he got there? It's gotta be a part of the Master Emerald.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
It's just my
Come
soldier.
back here.
I could go after Eggman. I could. But let's go say hi to some more Chow, why don't we? Let's try to make one together. If I can find an egg. Oh, they already hatched. And they're in abundant pink. What? Snug. What? What? I never made these guys. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Because, you know, I have multiple files. And I guess, even though despite this new one, all the Chow have a shared save. These are what my sisters made. Because I wouldn't name it that. Name it you guys. Snugs. This is Snugs, apparently. Sleepy. Definitely is. This is Cheese. Because of course he doesn't have a bow tie though. And this is Fiona. Well, that's nice to see you guys. Whoever you are. Don't think about eating them. They're just little drips. Eggman!
Eggman, give me back the Master Emerald.
Nah.
Knuckles. Oh, this isn't what you're after.
You're right.
Oh, it's a Chaos Emerald. Okay, it's none of my business. Bye.
That's okay, though. I can use you as a guinea pig to test it.
Actually, I'm a kid now.
Chaos! Chaos!
Chaos? It's that creature again. The same one I saw on my island.
He's a little thicker.
He was there when the Master Emerald shattered. I'm sure of it. He saved me the trouble of looking for him. Now I'll get him good.
Let's get him. Nom. Chaos.
Way to go, Chaos!
Ha! Changing shape won't scare me.
Let's give him the old
Fine,
1-2
give it
punch.
your best shot.
Let's fight this carbonated monstrosity. as he turns into the Nickelodeon Movies logo and tries to attack me. No way! I can't believe this! Up. 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 Get my bearing. Gotcha. I will defeat you and get tickets to the SpongeBob movie. He's constantly trying to do a backhand. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, there you go. I see. Gotcha.
Is that all you got?
Hey, Knuckles. Emeralds are floating. Get them. Right there.
Ah, so what if you won this time? You have yet to see the true powers of chaos.
Yeah. That still doesn't faze me. You hear?
Yeah, punch him in the big round belly.
Right? It's about Sonic.
What?
It's not about the safety of the world. He just wants those shards.
He's after the pieces of the Master Emerald too.
So there's, you know, the big inherent flaw about Knuckles is that he is extremely gullible and he can be easily be tricked that Sonic's the bad guy. Hence him being on the oppositions for Sonic Movie 2, because he got tricked there too. Look at him strutting. Look at him go.
I wonder what he meant by that. I'd better find Sonic.
Instant teleportation. Why can't I get that all the time?
Why Sonic is after the Master Emerald. I'd better work fast and get to the bottom of this.
In the end, Knuckles, for some, Knuckles is just, he finds the good in people, even Eggman. So if he's saying that Sonic's doing a bad thing, he's inclined to believe Eggman. Despite him constantly trying to kill him. It's just how it works with him. A very empathetic echidna. Tails Workshop. Where am I going? Yeah, but at least he's a feminist. Boom Knuckles. So he's got a good head. He's a good head and those good shoulders. Even if he can't figure out if 1 + 1 = 2. Should Sonic and Tails be here? Because this is where the boss fight is. Am I missing something?
Wasn't there something shiny in the caves?
Okay, so I guess I'm going here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Do I return to the Master Emerald Shrine? Look how fast his running animation is. Right, so I think I might need some guidance as to where exactly I need to go. Because that definitely wants me to find Sonic and Tails, saying something shiny in the caves. I can't figure that out for the life of me. not this. That's for the light speed attack, for a level Knuckles can't get into. In order to get to... Try to cave around Tails' workshop. So, the one that leads to Windy Valley. Okay.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Let's see. The Windstone's definitely not here, so I can't even make it to Windy Valley. Let's go back to Tails' work. Another cave, okay. Aha! Yes, you are right. Ah, there you go. That's what we need.
You've got the shovel claw. Now you can dig through dirt and stone.
Aurora!
Press the jump and action buttons simultaneously.
So now emeralds can be found in the wall or in the floor. Button was pressed, but nothing happened. Thanks. I'm being held hostage against my will. What? Yes, the button was pressed as nothing happened. There's only so much I can do in this crammed area. Can I kill you? Can I kill this thing? I don't get it. What am I doing now? Try digging underneath the cage. Can I move under the cage? Wait. Oh, I see. Hang on, let's see. No. No. Speed shoes. Thanks. Oh! Monkey destruction switch. Press to destroy. Okay. Well, there we go. You are right. We can pick up the button to get the monkey destruction switch. That is the most well-named thing I've ever seen. No! I wanted my monkey destruction switch back. Now I have a Chow Garden. Is there any we patched prior to this? Or can we just get... Okay, give me one scratch. That is Looney Tunes level ridiculous. Like, did Eggman design that with Dr. Doofenshmirtz and the self-destruct buttons? Any Chow Eggs in here? I don't think I see any Chow. So let's say we get a Buddha. At least the Station Square. I don't want to go back. Nope. Take the cave route.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Let's make our way out. No, that leads me back to the monkey destruction switch. There we go. Let's trigger the fight. Nope. This is the train for Station Square is departing, so maybe once we head back.
Use the self-destruction switch to get rid of that monkey.
But I'm out! I got rid of the monkey! Oh yeah, there's one more monkey. Oh yeah, near the other caves. Let's get the switch. In fact, I have to use the monkey destruction switch twice. Monkey destruction switch, the game. We are playing Sonic Adventure. Also, hi. Up I go with the monkey destruction switch. That isn't Gmod. See, everyone agrees. Okay, let's get rid of this monkey. Ooh! This is my new best friend. The monkey destruction switch. Yes, Red Mountain. Love this song. Let's find those pieces. Discovery one. There you go. One.
This way.
Let's find that emerald. Oh, nope. Let's keep going. It's getting faster.
This way.
It'd be a lot easier if the emerald said Polo to me every time I say Marco. Okay. Let's see the other one. Yeah, dude, there's of course an inherent charm to that level of cheesiness that the Knuckles raps have. But, you know, Idris Elba's a rapper. Like, he's done rapping. Maybe. Just maybe. He'll do one for us. Okay.
This way.
There's the last piece.
Found it. Huh, good enough.
Good enough. I got 3 pieces. Now let's make our way out, and maybe that will trigger the Sonic and Tails fight. If you want to know what he's capable of, look for something called the Idris Elba mix of Rain from the Suicide Squad.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
There they are. I'm coming for you. There's your rap.
There's Sonic. Eggman was right. What's that in his hand? It looks like a piece of the Master Emerald.
Dude, you got flew by Chaos Emerald twice.
Hey, Knuckles!
Excuse me? Ready for a beatdown.
Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
All right. Put him up. Hand over the emerald now.
That's not gonna happen, buddy!
Pretty much.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no! I've had enough!
So do I.
Oh no!
He woke up and chose oh no. And there goes the boss fight.
Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh no! Well, if it isn't Sonic!
Eggman. What's he doing here?
Uh-oh.
Yoink.
That's all there is to it. You guys are too easy.
That's a Chaos Emerald.
First come, first served, they say.
And I'm one of the 10 pre-orders in line.
Good.
You can't get away with this!
Can he?
Knuckles, did you let him trick you again?
Like you weren't.
Smooth move, Knucklehead.
Sonic's... I've had enough!
I've got 4 emeralds now. Here, Chaos.
Tails is just standing there the whole time. No one acknowledges him.
Come here, my hungry pet.
Might have put a tracker on Knuckles, I guess. I put one under your shoe.
Now look what he is.
No problem. I'll make him eat dirt.
This insinuates that Knuckles and Sonic teamed up to fight Chaos 4, I believe. Yeah, this is 4. Oh, the lighting did not do well for Knuckles the same way it did for Sonic in this level. Actually makes him even look more like plastic. Come get me, I'm right here! And I got you in my sights. Oh, okay. Slightly. Hindsight's 2020. Daunting you. No, he's pissed. You can tell by the sound design. And all the, splashes. That you can definitely hear. Still walking on water. Is the water here made of actual water, or is it made of jello? Look at him. Just strutting.
Is that all you got?
Now sink. Sink in the water, Knuckles. Yeah, not bad. Oh, did I skip a cutscene? I think I might have skipped a cutscene. Or did the game itself break? Yeah. Because right now it's black, we can hear sounds. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so we're gonna give us the egg carrier cutscene again, but we know what it is. It's a ship.
The egg carrier.
That's weird.
Chaos's true power is yet to be unleashed.
You could say Sonic.
We shall meet again.
Hurry, Sonic! What are we waiting for? My workshop's closed, so let's get the tornado and go after him.
Good idea!
Hey, Sonic. You go on ahead without me.
Ah, but we could be heroes. Sonic heroes, even.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here. Let's move!
Running in place? Okay, bye. Now's about as good a time as any for me to get myself a nice drink. So we're gonna break just for a wee bit. Just stretch out for a moment. I'll see you guys in a second. And we are back, ready for round 2. Let's do this.
The trolley car seems to be working. It leads to the jungle.
Trolley car it is. Let's ride. We just entered the island of Sodor. Let's cheat our way through. I think maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have done that. Oh, look, an emblem. Mine. It's Biggs' place. Definitely isn't here. I've been an explorer for 25 years. You don't happen to have a shovel, do you? Smashing! It's here. Nope. Yeah, I'm definitely lost. If I can't go into Lost World, then there's something around here in this incomprehensible maze. Well, there's a ladder. Get a fresh start. So let's start. Let's take a left. Take a left to the caves. There we go. Can you climb up? No.
No way. No way.
Oh no. So maybe not here? Hang on. Okay, not here. Aha! What is this? Well, we're making some sort of progress. We found a key. So maybe let's make our way to Lost World and see if that does something. There's got to be some sort of key for this temple that'll make use of this. Okay, that's one. So there's got to be a second one lying around here.
2 stone statues. The door to the past.
So let's keep going. Wish they gave me like a radar. Like, if anything, this could use the emerald radar to find where I'm going. But there isn't. Oh, I wish. I hope we just murder all the monkeys. It's like Metal Gear Solid 3 up in here. Your mission is to infiltrate the jungle and capture all of the monkeys. Let's see if this guy is of any use. Found a gigantic footprint. I bet there's a big mysterious animal in these pots. And this is Echidnas in the wild. I left my wife back at the... I miss my wife, Knuckles. I miss her so much. I'll be back. I miss her so much. I'll be back. We did it. We found it. At least I know what I'm trying to find, but they did not make this easy. Well, imagine if they did. Like, they did do like a fan read of an AI-written Sonic script. How does a doctor thrive on death, yet still fears it? Back to where I started. I guess the reason why the levels of Knuckles' stages are so fast, because so much of our time is going to be spent here. It's the same place I've been to, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And Takal's not gonna be much help. Takal doesn't lead me to where I need to go. That's Big's house. What am I looking for? What am I fighting for? There's no reason for me to go on. Oh, no, I thought that was an entrance to something. This is a load of barnacles. Oh, no, that just leads me to my death. I don't think there's gonna be an easy walkthrough to get us beyond this point, is there? What's this? Is this the same place from before? Yeah, it's the same place as before. Oh boy. Well, so how was everyone's day while we're doing this? While we look aimlessly for this second key. Tried exploring the open ground area where Lost World is. Okay.
No way.
No way.
No way. No way.
Nothing to dig up. Maybe under these statues? No.
Two stone
Yeah,
statues.
it's really unfortunate
The
that you
door
got
to
called
the
to work
past.
when you were going to start a stream of your own. But at least you can get started tomorrow, knowing that you're free. Can't get a good look. I don't know. I don't think it's around here. And I don't think I don't suppose anyone wants to look online to figure this out. Like either that or we start looking into YouTube and trying to figure something out. If you can, that would be great, or else we're gonna be stuck in here for the next hour. This is like all the frustration of Knuckles and SA2 all into one convenient package. I don't think I've been to this route before, have I? Or have I? Because at this point, I don't know. This is such a poorly designed maze. There's no, like, clear landmarks aside from Big's house and Lost World. So, you know, you have no choice but to just go around in circles. I want to get an aerial view. Imagine if it's literally right next to— oh my gosh, it's right next to me! It's at the entrance! This whole time! Okay. Well, we figured it out. We just gotta make our way to Lost World. But, okay, we did it. Please don't tell me we have to do this in another person's story. Now we can finally begin, yes? I said yes. Oh, here's the entrance. Finally, the fun stuff. Let's do this. Love how funky this part of the level is. Sort of like acid jazz feel.
This way.
Wow, this is giving me major Persona vibes. Let's see up here. This isn't up. There you go, that's one. Let's see. Anything here? Oh, nope, not here. What's going on? Oh, it's a 1998. Go the other way around. Oh. Something's close. There it is. There, see it. Got it.
Found it.
Whoa, bad news, whoa.
Good enough.
Was it worth it? Was it worth the frustration? Oh, where did his eyeballs go? Oh, that's nice.
Where am I? This is very strange.
You're telling me. Yeah, a nice little shrine.
I beg of you, hear me now. My father is coming here soon, and I fear what may happen. You must take everyone away from here. Oh, please.
Pray to the waters.
So, are you saying you can't leave this place? I understand. Let me talk to my father again.
It's interesting how Takal has this sort of
There
connection
must be a
to
better way to
chaos,
do this.
that she can speak the language of water.
Don't worry, my friends.
I am not a
I
fan
won't
of
let
these
you
overworld
down.
Chow models. I don't know why they use completely different ones,
I
because they look
must do something
pretty ugly.
quickly.
So this is the one unifying element that ties all the 6 stories together. Just listen to all of these sort of, you know, the aspects of Takal and her history with the Echidna tribe. Every character gets some sort of different aspect as to what
I'm back in front
Takal
of the
did,
altar.
and then you need to, you know, piece together the timeline.
This is beginning
Even if
to
she's
blow
recruiting
my
people who have
mind.
really no stake in the plot whatsoever.
Wait a minute.
Like
I
Big.
remember. The broken pieces of the Master Emerald. I have to restore them to where they belong.
What's going on? Oh, right, the mission of my story. Oop. Haphazardly throwing it in the air, that'll do it. Ta-da! Now don't sneeze on it.
It's still incomplete.
Okay, we're almost done.
I need to find the remaining pieces, wherever they are.
You can just see like the eight.
Hey.
So the Master Emerald
Look.
actually projects
It's
where the other
Eggman's
pieces are.
flying fortress.
Yeah.
That's where the rest
It's been
of the
so
pieces
long since
must
I played
be.
this game, I didn't know the Master Emerald was even capable of actually doing that. If we can do that in the movie, that would be pretty cool.
But I don't know where that ship is.
Like, what that's gonna be really good about Sonic Movie 2 is seeing these, you know, these aspects, the shrines, and, you know, the Echidna architecture actually realized in technology that isn't from 1998.
Isn't that one of Eggman's robots? I know. I'll follow it back to Eggman's base.
I'm gonna literally hitch a ride on its back,
Here I come, Eggman.
leaving a trail of monkeys in my ride. Just cutting off Gamma's theme like that. Alright, let's track down Gamma. Poor guy, he's just out there doing his job, and then everyone is ganging up on him.
No trains are currently in service.
Looks like the subway's closed.
A huge building has appeared deep in the jungle.
Oh, this must be, yeah, the entrance to the egg carrier is back in the cursed jungle. Luckily, I don't need to find keys. I just gotta head all the way down here. Oh, that is... Oh, that's satisfying. Just from here to there.
Just what I thought. Time to make a house call.
This would have been made a lot easier if this thing just asked for ID. Then Knuckles would just be stuck without a way to get in. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry about that. Again? I don't know if this is a compatibility issue with the Series X and Sonic Adventure that's causing the cutscenes to just fade to black. Or is that just a part of the game?
Now we'll see who's so easily tricked.
Like they don't have the budget to do that many shots.
The emeralds are here somewhere.
So just let your mind put the pieces together. Okay, no.
What's going on?
Man, that sucks. If only I could climb.
Ah, this thing's always changing.
It's like a transformer of sorts. Hey, check it out. Eggman's pool. Not a bad pool. The only question I have is, none of the robots probably can swim like that, which means only Eggman can take advantage of this pool. So how many people, like living people, are on board the egg carrier?
I sense the Master Emerald. It can't be far from here.
This is where Eggman, like, invites his family? I don't sense the Master Emerald, but I sense 10 rings. There we go, Skydeck.
Either push or pull the lever to control the ship's tilt.
Whatever you say, crazy imaginary fairy lady. A couple. I could buy that. Okay, the emerald's gotta be among these robots. Yep, there it is. Dude just punched a turret. This camera is great. Up and up we go.
Either push or pull the lever to control the ship's tilt.
let's push the lever and see what that does. Didn't allow me. Okay. Can't control the tilt. Okay.
This way.
Something's near. Climb up. Let's see.
This way.
This way. Being misled. I don't think these are not even supposed to be.
Even on the deck of this ship, there's a place you can dig.
Place I can dig on the deck of this ship. Okay. Green, yellow. Up. Not up. Down. Down. Dig here. Then this turret? No. This turret? This turret? Here I need to again. See what this here. Yeah, so we're gonna need to tilt the ship. So let's head over to that lever and hope it cooperates. Pass through that wall, that's awesome. Like, I don't know if I can blame the game for a lot of the sort of camera or visual glitches, or just an effect of the port. Because the Xbox ports can be a bit jank. There we go. It's open. Make our way up. There it is. One more. Just need to figure out how to adjust the tilt correctly. Yep. Careful, careful, careful. Now let's adjust the tilt by moving up. I don't understand how to control the tilt. It's like it's stuck once and then moves again. Or is it just very, very precise? I don't know what. I can sense the struggle that Knuckles is feeling right now.
Either push or pull the lever to control the ship's tilt.
What does it look like I'm doing? Like, all I have to do, like, this is the one thing that's intruding on my way of actually finishing this level. I need to push this lever. You hear that, right? This is me struggling. Any tips on how to get this thing moving? Oh, there we go. Okay. I have no idea what I did, but I hope I can do it again if this thing doesn't work out. A lot of this just comes out of pure luck. Are we open? It's not open. I think we need to tilt it to the right. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's take this and move it this way. So not open, we'll try the other direction. At this point, yeah. Like, you know, as fun as the game's mechanics are, this game is jank. And again, I don't know if it's the Dreamcast version's fault, because the Xbox version of this game, the version that I'm playing, it's based on the PC port, which is not particularly that good. So it is and the PC port is based on a GameCube. So this version of the game is a port, based on a port, based on a port of a Dreamcast game. There we go.
Found it.
Squish. 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 He's just constantly dying.
The last missing piece. All right. Now, to
Knuckles,
restore the Master
Knuckles, where are you
Emerald.
going? Knuckles?
Huh?
Careful. I'm low-key tempted to have him go into... If you thought an Inception of ports for Sonic Adventure was bad,
Oh no. Not again.
wait until you see how
What is
the
the
first
meaning of
Neptunia
this?
game is ported. Because the first so the most current version of Neptunia, of the first Neptunia game, Rebirth 1, is on PS5 as Reverse. So that is a
Hey,
PS5
what
game,
happened here?
I couldn't
which is
stop them.
a port of a PS4
They
game,
came, and my
which is a
father,
port of a PC game,
I had
which
no
is a
idea
port of a Vita
how bad
game,
this would turn out.
which is a remake of a PS3 game.
I'm shocked.
So it is a remake of a port of a port of a port of a port.
Look, it's the emerald. Wait.
But don't worry, that version has fishing, so all is forgiven.
Is this a dream? It's more like a nightmare.
It's more of a nightmare. And so Knuckles made it out of his existential trip into Eggman's pool.
I finally found all of the missing emerald pieces, but I
My
still
soul
can't
still
figure
feels
out that
empty
creepy
without a
monster.
companion.
Huh? What's that?
I mean, in modern sense, is the game really a game without gacha? Even can you count fishing as like gaming's first gacha? Because you know you're putting your rod into a pool and then hoping something comes out. It might be a good fish, might be a bad fish, might be a light fish or a heavy fish. It really is gaming's first gacha in a way. Instead of JPEGs, you're looking for fish.
Hey, Sonic!
There you are, Knuckles. About time.
You can make a fishing gacha just on mobile games. It probably is. There's like a billion games on the App Store. One of them's got to be a
I'd better
fishing
let
gacha.
Sonic handle it from here. He'll do okay. Now, I must return to
Well, there's a
Island
difference between a
and
good game
the
and a bad game.
Master
Yeah, I know I'm
Emerald.
right. Fishing is a gacha.
It can't be.
A game where you
I guess
can't
he
pet
didn't
the
get
dog.
enough
It's a
the
game,
first
but it'll
time.
just be a bad game. If it's a good game, you can pet the
You
dog.
can't stop
But then
me
this
from
means that Far
restoring the
Cry
Master
6 is a
Emerald.
good game, and I don't know if I'm ready to accept that. So, you know the drill at this point, again. You gotta make sure this thing sucks up. He's not even dead, he's just really shocked by the water.
If only you could freeze chaos. Try and think of a way.
There we go. Heat up. There's one down. Here's another one. What did he just do to me? Oh, I see. He destroys the floor in this version of the fight. But there's some changes from fight to fight. Because that definitely wasn't in Sonic's. There you go. Let me keep my distance. So, it's less of a Mr. Free situation. Let's call it more of a Captain Cold situation. This is more of a snart duty. Heat up. It's good for you. Nope. You gonna blow it up? Okay. Heat up. Please take it. Come on. No. What is that? Oh. He just turned into a guillotine. Come on. I got a nice, delicious meal for you right here. Here. I got 2. I got 3. Don't play with your food. I got 4. Is that good enough for you? There. Why isn't he taking it? Why is it? There's one right there. What? Okay, so I need to bring him over. Oh, is he doing the guillotine thing again? No, he's doing the guillotine thing again. I don't know if Mr. Freeze has a guillotine thing. Today's forecast. A freeze is coming. Louder, sing louder. Talk about the cold shoulder. Can you please? Yes. Thank you. Gotcha. Take that. Please. Please. Nope. I keep my distance enough. Can he take it? Nope. Like, I don't know if there's a pattern here, or if he just decides he wants to do it when he wants to do it. He decides, I'm gonna feel like Kirby today. Take that. Please. No. I got another platform. Or not. What was that? Okay, come on. Please. Yeah, that's the good thing about the patterns. Like, you know, they're very memeable ones. Like, all of these are memes in the Sonic community, so, you know, they have their worth in that. But they work for voice patterns. Which is not good here, because Chaos does not have an inherent voice. If only you could, like, tell me in, like, water words. That. Oh. 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 No. Not today. Not today. Not today, Zerg.
Please take it.
No.
This fight went on a lot better with Sonic. There you go, finally, taking another one. Gotcha. One more to go. Please, make it easy on me. Because I know in the Sonic one, it's almost like he runs over them and he still gets frozen. Here, he doesn't. He's doing the guillotine thing again. The sound design of the spikes protruding out, it sounds like a guy going like... It sounds like a person making the noise instead of an actual sound equipment. Please? Please? I'm too young to die. I haven't had my last grape yet. That's Knuckles' favorite food, by the way. He actually really likes grapes. Oh, Henry made it out. You have survived. You've made it to see Knuckles reach his conclusion. Please take it already. No, stop with the guillotine. Oh. You know, like, I said, like, quite a bit of times, I really prefer this Knuckles story to Knuckles' story in SA2. And then these last few missions have been nothing but tedium. And now I'm starting to get second thoughts. Is the multiple radars worth a lot of the trouble this stuff has been giving me? Oh, please take it. Yes!
Is that all you've got?
Ah!
Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island.
Now, how do I get back? I think I'm like halfway around the world now. Knuckles, take the emeralds. Knuckles, take the emerald. Knuckles, take the Chaos Emeralds too, please. Oh no, work got you again? Oh, you just can't catch a break, can you? Well, tomorrow will be a different day. So, I hope you get the break you deserve. Give me that gummy! Has anyone heard of the other Sonic 06 fan dub? Like, I know we talk about Snapcube, but, like, I remember back in the day, Piplup fan, who did the Sonic stop motion, he did his own, he had his own team, and they had, like, briefly a fan dub community that did a fan dub of Sonic 06. I don't know if it's still up on YouTube. I don't know if he took it down or not.
Master Emerald and the
but
island
they do exist, and there is still moments that I still quote. Like, again, like when Eggman with the emeralds, like, "Give me that gummy!" And when Silver Story, when he was introduced, it's using the monologue from the Sonic fan film. He's like, take a step back and imagine this: a perfect world. Or you can step back and be yourself. This is not that world. Where I'm from, it's hell. And there goes the screen again. For some reason, the pre-rendered cutscenes on Xbox are not cooperating. They just give me black screen, so I'm just gonna skip that.
I'll probably be on this floating island forever.
Very nice present, guys.
Guarding the Master Emerald again.
The fan film itself is so weird. Like Jaleel White with the modern Sonic voice does not.
Story
right? Just the design was weird, and we have things like the Nostalgia Critic playing a gun agent.
I'm at peace once more.
It felt like forever ago when that happened, and now we can just like sit back and know that we don't have to deal with that anymore because we have an actual Sonic movie. I think that's what a lot of people feared when the Sonic movie came out. You know, we have, you know, so many animated live-action hybrids that barely focus on the character at hand. Like, you know, the big example I always bring up is stuff like the Smurfs, and the fact that a lot of it is not about the Smurfs. It's about Neil Patrick Harris, being an advertising executive. And we got a gun, and then we got an actual halfway decent Smurfs movie in the Lost Village, and nobody saw that. I will be the one that sets your heart free true. Set yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Sounds and instinct are the elements that keep me going. I fight my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no. I will be the one that sets your heart free true. Set yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Don't be frightened now, stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself, don't rely on others. Only if Idris Elba sings it. Yeah, that's the only condition I'm giving if we're having unknown for me in this. Or at least Idris Elba singing Pumpkin Hill. Welcome the rest of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't choke. Like, it would awesome to have Idris Elba speak in the Knuckles voice, like, say knock knock Knuckles, say these like lines with that signature Idris Elba voice, like knock knock, it's Knuckles. You know, just sort of some British sort of voice. Like, I'm so glad it was Idris Elba that was chosen, because I remember when there was the rumors that it was going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Momoa. You know, those would be pretty no-brainer choices too, but they're like really obvious choices. And I'm glad that, you know, instead they went for something a little more unorthodox. I don't think a lot of people were predicting Idris Elba to be the voice of Knuckles, but it really works. The serenity is restored. This is my planet, show my surrender. I wouldn't say would be busy to get. I mean, The Rock has shown up in a lot of movies of various budgetary standards. Like, you know, like I would suspect Sonic would be able to pick up The Rock instead of a nothing movie like Skyscraper. So I wouldn't say it was hard to get The Rock. I like maybe he was too expensive. I don't know. We don't know the budget of this movie yet, but it's definitely higher than the first one. Because the first one was only a budget of $80 million. Then it was another $10 million to redesign Sonic. So in the end, the overall budget of the film went to $90 million, and it went on to make around $300 million at the box office. Sonic 2, like, the effects that we're seeing in Sonic 2 and a lot of the CG-heavy backgrounds that we're seeing, that is something you can't do on an $80 million budget. So I'm thinking this movie might be around 150 to maybe optimistically $200 million movie. Maybe. Nah, I don't think 200 million, but I think around 150 million would be, you know, the right kind of budget for this kind of movie. Unless they, like, wow us and put, like, Robert Downey Jr. somewhere in the movie. Starring Robert Downey Jr. as Shadow. Right on. Little polygonal fists. Okay. That's Sonic's story done. That's Knuckles' story done. It's time for you guys to choose once again who we're playing next.
Select your character.
So we have Tails, Amy, Gamma, and the big. But Tails are big. Okay. I don't have a coin with me, but I have this SD card reader. I'm going to flip it. Okay, so big or Gamma? Big Gamma. Landed on Gamma on my knee. So, thank goodness we're doing Gamma. Too late. I chose Gamma. Too late. I'm not doing Big. Nope. Nope. No, the thing about it, I can't speed run Big because, like, you know, it's been so long since I've done Big. I have no idea how to use him, so it's gonna take forever if I ever once to get to him. Oh, Metal Sonic. Well, Silver Sonic.
Look at me. I'm
Why doesn't he dispatch for this game?
Robotnik. You're the second of my E100 model machines.
You will serve Skynet well.
E102. Codename Gamma.
Gamma.
That's right. You will now obey only me.
Love that piano. I love these little Easter eggs. Silver Sonic right here. It's nice to see him in 3D. Metal Sonic inconspicuously here. Like, getting Chaos and everything would be a lot easier if Metal Sonic was the one dispatched.
The shooting range is through this door.
Shoot as many Sonic R models as possible.
One Beta is there practicing.
Give him a hug.
Enter, Gamma. You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
I feel talked down to.
Destroy the Sonic target. Destroy the targets, and you'll get extra time.
Am I the only one that vastly prefers these shooting segments to Sonic Adventure 2's mech sections, simply for how faster Gamma is? Like, I'm one of the people that prefers SA1 over SA2 in most cases. Maybe he's like Raiden and like destroying other targets refuels him. Maybe that's his fuel cells. I love this. Oh no, not this again! Even worse, because Gamma's so big. So you know the drill. I just guess and hope and pray I'm right. Because frankly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I hate these puzzles so badly. Okay, this shuts them all down. Let's see if I can do something that shuts them all on. Puzzles in my Sonic game? Why, you shouldn't have. As in, really, you shouldn't have done this. I did. I already did it with Sonic, but I'm still doing it here. Wait, I'm already... So can I move on from here? I don't do this? I don't have to do this? So I don't have to go through Hot Shelter? Go through here? No. Can't go through here. Oh. Okay, so I just had to... Oh, well, thank goodness, because I definitely did not want to do that again.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes. Okay then, Gamma.
It's a good thing I have people that are more familiar with Sonic Adventure than I guiding me through this, or we'd be here for a lot longer.
To pass it. So pay attention to what I say.
Watch me walk in place.
The almighty egg carrier is a flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta!
Needs a good crew. Me, Beta.
To meet your older brother, E101. Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship. I put my bets on Beta, but I owe you at least a fair chance.
I appreciate the confidence. And that was Battle Boss.
Mission complete.
Ho ho ho! You surprised me, Gamma.
You just ran around, spazzing about.
There was more to you.
You
than
were great.
the eye. I hereby grant Gamma permission to serve on board the egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh?
Fine, you will be the janitor.
Okay, okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
What a generous fellow. Eggman is such a nice guy. Please don't fade to black. Please don't fade to black. Pre-rendered cutscenes, I promise. And there it goes. Look at how colorful they are. Wow, Eggman put out all the stops for this initiation.
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3.
Now tell me, what is the capital of Minnesota?
The elite egg carrier crew are here today.
Oh my gosh, the Ninja Turtles, you are right.
Behold! It's a tailed frog! Very unique. This frog is absolutely vital to my plans.
I can hold it like a stick and whack people with it.
I command you to locate this frog immediately! You hear me? I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me! We haven't got time to waste, so come to attention!
I guess this means Eggman Splinter. And Amy would be April O'Neil. This is the Ninja Turtles. No one screams in terror at this giant robot.
A long-tailed frog was seen heading toward the beach.
Emerald Coast it is. Don't worry, kids. I'm just your friendly neighborhood deadly robot. Now, Gamma, shoot all of the robots that I built. I will surely take no offense to it. Nothing seems right about Gamma using the springs. He's a tank. Look at all the money you're wasting. What? Where am I going? Oh, there it is.
Frog capture complete.
Gamma doesn't have a comment for winning levels. Is it possible for a robot to be whisked away spiritually into the depths of someone's mind? Do not question. Just do.
Must determine location.
do robots... Well, I mean, well, actually...
Accessing data.
Considering there's a bird in the robot... I guess, yeah, I guess maybe it's the bird that's experiencing these visions through Gamma.
No data found. Location unknown. This presents a problem.
I do not have enough data in the memory card.
Mode change.
There goes the frankly disgusting Chow models. What nice harmonization. This is the average Chow sermon on Sundays. Do I step on them?
No, don't go any closer.
I wonder if we'll get a movie version of
I'm
Takal
sorry.
through this.
I see you must not be one of them, huh? Did you notice the presence guarding
Yeah, of
these
course
children?
it's weird. Her mouth is moving while she's eating
He's a
the
very
reading the
loving
necklace.
and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection.
Like, I can maybe
His protection
excuse
allows
Takal
them to
having
continue
Amy
singing
on
in
board,
peace.
because of course Amy has ties to saving the world in
I was
CD,
surprised
kind
the
of.
first time
But of
I
course
saw
Gamma
him.
and Big, you know, they have really no business
Now
of
my
being
father
here.
is trying to take their sacred home.
Or maybe just anyone who steps foot,
It
just
seems
anywhere in the
his heart is
vicinity
closed off to us all.
of Takal's
My true
vision.
hope is
Like
that
maybe those
someday we'll
random swimmers and
understand each other.
explorers got out of context visions. The world works in mysterious ways.
This frog's the one we want. No, here's the real one. My frog is the right one.
A bowl of Honey Smack cereal. It has a picture of a frog on it. Do you want some? Nah, I'm good. Would you like some smacks? I planted a bomb on Sonic. You just have to press this button to kill him.
None of you got the right one. We must find the frog with Chaos's tail. That
But
same
sir,
frog
Chaos
has
does
also
not
swallowed
have a
Chaos
tail.
Emerald. Huh? Ah, there it is.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's a weird plot hole. Like, Chaos Zero doesn't have a tail, right? Does he? Because, like, Eggman's saying, like, oh, that must have Chaos's tail. He doesn't have one? Look at him go. He's so happy.
Hunks of junk, be gone.
Yeah, but like, unless Eggman has seen Chaos 6 before, because again, Chaos Zero is the one that he found. Chaos Zero does not have a tail.
Go to the room through that last door. Once there, you'll find a girl and a bird. Just get me that bird.
And I mean a girl as in a hedgehog with a bird. Don't just attack any girl, like any human girl off the street with a pet bird. That would just be assault. I just want you to assault Juan. This is the wrong room. Self-mutilation. Again, oh, like, you know, seeing these cutscenes only make me realize, again, just more and more how much this game especially needs a remake. Imagine these sort of moments without these janky animations. The stuff on the Hedgehog engine would be just mwah, mwah, I tell you.
This is the wrong room.
He's just like coming out, just trauma. Invisible inmate. Unborn inmate. Actual inmate.
Go away!
Give me the bird.
No way!
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
I said no!
Why not?
Gamma, and I guess maybe just because the voice direction is very wooden in this game, but of course just helping with the synthesis and, you know, taking advantage of the wooden acting.
You don't even know?
Aside from Eggman, Gamma is probably the best actor in the game.
To him, you bully! Why not help us out instead? Don't you know how bad I feel?
What is bad?
Does not compute.
Look at him
Why
bounce.
try to save that which is useless to you? Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings.
Guess I'll just have to smack you.
Wait a minute, Birdie!
A psychic connection. Look at him go! Look at him bounce! Bye.
Get going.
Huh? Why are you letting us go?
I don't know.
It is dangerous here. Hurry. We'll be arriving at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
The train heading for the Mystic Ruins will be departing
Oh,
soon, you could
you're
say.
not like those other robots, huh? You truly are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
Up.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Gamma, get ready for battle instructions.
I got more Sega Saturn models to destroy.
The ammunition room and get up to the deck. The ammunition room is unlocked.
Now, let's find this ammunition room. This is the Chow Garden. There you go. And now you can fly.
Here's the jet booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
Now things will be a lot more fun. Yep. Oh, camera.
I see you've got the jet booster. Report to the rear of the ship. Hurry!
Hooray! Hooray. Onto the puke-inducing spinner. Now I get to shoot Sonic down.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Oh.
Eradicate all of those menaces! Give them all you got!
I'm not even going to question how you let Amy go.
I'm counting on you, Gamma!
Amy is holding nothing in this shot.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
no!
Oh no. The beeping noise.
Robot?
Anyone hearing that?
Amy?
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know you're not an evil sort. Wait, remember me?
Where's the bird? Where did it go?
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
I mean, it helps. Everyone looks shiny, but considering Gamma is a robot, the shininess actually works to its favor.
Look, the egg carrier's losing altitude.
We've got to split. Take Amy and go.
What will you do?
I'll nail that Eggman. He must be stopped at all costs.
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic.
And the bird just teleported back to her hand. That was really one magical bird.
And how are you, my metal friend? It's dangerous here.
They used to go alone. Take this.
Why not leave Eggman and come with us?
Why do you help me?
I told you we'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you. You must ditch that awful Eggman. Amy, come on!
They all crash from the speed. Oh, Tails' eye just... Tails' tails aren't even spinning.
We'll meet again, my robot friend.
I'm gonna point that out. Like, I hope if they ever do a movie version of him, I hope they do paint him red and not the yellow, not the white and black you get from the movie. So our one look at the Dreamcast models being used here.
Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration. Deleted. E-series. Friends. Must save.
If you have the Stone of Wind, gusts of strong winds are known to blow in the caves.
Like a gust of wind. Look at him just running upstairs like a boss. There it is. I like that he you can barely hear it, but you can hear Gamma make little modes, like little noises like mode change and pickup. I like that. Woohoo! Welcome back to 3D Blast. Yeah, come on, please. No, okay, bye.
Mission failed.
Let's try that again. That killed me. There's like there's one bad Nick. It's just like easy timer. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. That's good.
The robot you're looking for is up ahead.
Gotcha. Woo! That's nice. E103 can't read Greek symbols. But we gotta save April! No time for fooling around, Raphael. I'm calling my own shots now. Get used to it. And thus a win for the Night Watcher.
E103 Delta. Rescue complete.
Okay, good. That is the Delta symbol. Good to know. Now I will grab this parrot and make a chow kiss it. Web throw.
If only that monkey guard wasn't there.
Imagine I can't shoot him down and it still just needs a monkey destruction switch. Let's find that monkey. Oh. I'm my own monkey destruction switch now. Ha! I still love this song. I want that light show. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Cool bots don't look at explosions. They blow things up and they walk away. Is that tails? For a second I thought one of those coconuts was tails. Did I just kill him? Hello? There we go. Is everyone ready for the Sonic Movie 2 trailer tomorrow? Can't believe we're getting another one. Oh. Oh, it's Michelangelo. Cowabunga. This is the end of your party, dude.
E104 Epsilon. Rescue
Yeah, I know. I noticed some of the funny little shots. You can see Sonic. We can see Idris Elba with Knuckles gloves. So I'm excited to see what they have tomorrow. I just hope they don't show too much, but it looks like they will show a lot. We're gonna get more shots of the Death Egg robot. It's like, I thought that Super Bowl commercial should be where it ends. I don't want to be spoiled on everything.
E-103 Delta. E-104 Epsilon. Rescue
Hey,
mission
you made it!
accomplished.
We're making it through Gamma's story. Gamma is a rogue Eggman robot who is deciding he wants to free his fellow robots after Amy convinced him to do so. Because he wants to free them from their enslavement. So let's begin our liberation quest. This will be our last story for the day, and then we'll move on to probably cover the latter half of the game in our next time. Because Gamma's story isn't that long, but it is, people say, it's the emotional crux of the game.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Like, I remember people cried at Gamma's story. I'm not someone who cried at Gamma's story. Like, I think it's a nice story. But I do like, you know, the emotional weight of the story. It's very rare to see that in a Sonic game. Also, I love the satisfaction of just flying through this cursed jungle. Back aboard the egg carrier. And while you're here, I wanted to show again. You can see past Eggman models. You can see Silver Sonic from Sonic 2, and the all-powerful Metal Sonic, and I just love the little details. Not here. This is the wrong room. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, it has not a lot of bearing on the plot of SA1. It's very, just very specific. Oh. Wasn't supposed to do that. I replaying a level.
Destroy the targets, and you'll get extra time.
Oh, might as well make it through it.
Mission complete.
No, it wasn't. Just didn't get 50 rings. But I gotta find my way out of here. Because this one leads me out of the egg carrier, but I need to go there. No. And there's the door from down here. It's not letting me go. There's no other door, which means... Do I have to? Do I have to do this? Please tell me I don't have to, and I'm just going the wrong way yet. Even worse with Gamma. There we go. That was a lot. Oh, no. I had it. I had it. I had it. Don't take it away from me. I had it just for a moment, but Gamma was so big, it got rid of everything. pretty much. And if this is essential to getting through the game, I don't know what they were thinking. Does anyone have, like, a playthrough or just instructions on how to do this? Or else I gotta be just guessing all day. Nope, okay, don't touch it. Yes! Or... Okay, or was I not supposed to be here at all and I just wasted everyone's time? I think I wasn't supposed to be here. Okay, so I don't understand because Gamma said go to the egg carrier. I'm in the egg carrier, but no way to actually get into the rest of it. So I'm not sure what the game wants me to do. Anyone with info? Because I'm here now, and I don't want to do that puzzle again. Does anyone have, like... Oh, I destroyed it anyway. Oh, I destroyed it anyway. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to make my way out and see what Takal has to say. And she better not tell me to go to the egg carrier. Because if not, then I'm wasting more time. Let's see. The call is not on here anymore, which means I have to make my way to the end. Make our way up. Up, going uphill, find the ladder, which is even harder to do in the night. There's the ladder. Look at his climbing animation. It's like he's slapping the bars. Dog's not even here, right? You got to make it all the way back.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
So that means, does it want me to go to Station Square?
Go to the egg carrier crash site. You might find something.
No. Still no. Did I screw up again? Wait, no. No, the egg carrier crashed. Yeah, the egg carrier crashed over there. Is it something in the jungle I needed to find? Should we take a break and then just look up where to go? Or else we'll just be wandering around. Because we're in the egg carrier. This is where the egg carrier is. Or is he saying the egg carrier crash site? Where did the egg carrier crash? Did it crash in Station Square? Oh, good, yeah. Let me know if you can see something. Because maybe I have to go to Station Square. Because that's the entrance, because what I just went through was the entrance to the egg carrier, but maybe the egg carrier wasn't docked here?
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Because usually if the game says this train heading for Station Square will be departing soon, that usually means it wants me to go there. But Takal wasn't exactly clear when I talked to her. So let's see, let me cram myself into this little train.
Go to the egg carrier crash site. You might find something.
Go to the hotel in Station Square. This is not a hotel. I don't know what's the hotel, but we're in the right place then, somewhere. Twinkle Park here. Subway. Let's go near the casino. Maybe that's there. Wait. This is the hotel, I think. That's for Sonic. Hotel? Let me talk to the guy here. A missile. Let's talk about tails. This is closed. You can't get into the casino right now. Emerald Coast would lead me to a level I already did. Like, this is it. This is the hotel. That leads to the Chow Garden. I don't get it. I am at the hotel. Is it a garage? No. Are you sure it's the hotel? Like, does it give me, like, any more details about where I'm going? Beyond just that? I see a boat. Is it the boat? The boat does nothing. Is Henry still around? Maybe he would know. If not, someone go on Discord and bring him over so I can figure this thing out. Because if anyone knows how to get through Sonic Adventure, it would be him. In fact, I'm gonna hit him up now. I'm gonna hit him up now, and we're gonna go get the expert on board to figure out where I'm going. So let's get an old Discord. And apologies for any problems going on. I need to go to Tails' workshop. Okay. Let's head over there. So that means I have to head over to the Mystic Ruins again.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Let's fly our way there. 3, 2, 1, go! there's Tails' workshop. Let's see. This is the runway for the tornado. Let's see if it leads anywhere. No. Okay, so nothing at Tails' workshop. There should be a wind key. Oh, I did that already. That's very early in the story. That's very early. I already did that. Hang on, just for a moment. I got the old tablet here, let's go. Oh, you remember? Tell me, with your sage wisdom, where I should go. The Mystic Ruin train station, there's a door next to the set of stairs. Okay. Door. Boat. Oh! And you have a boat here? We have a moat? Yes, here we are. We made it. Oh my gosh, they did not make that clear at all.
Accessing data.
Oh, we finally made it though.
Location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
Okay, so now we can go to hot shelter, and that is in the main deck. It's alright, because you didn't know what point in the story we were. But I think from here on out, it should be smooth sailing, because we're nearing the end of the story at this point. I just need to find my way to the deck. There we go. The hot shelter area should be behind this middle door. Oh, here comes one of my favorite tracks in the game. Oh, down I go.
Mission failed.
Oh, you made it. I was gonna go try to get a hold of you because I was so lost for the last like 20 minutes. They did not make it clear how to get to the egg carrier crash site at all. No, 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 I want to enter right there, thank you. But now we are making it to the home stretch of the story. It should be just fine. Unless Beta has like some sort of Silver the Hedgehog level ball puzzle just to get there, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. Woo! I would love any of this to be a Sonic section because I love this song. You got me? There we go. Oh, I see. I have to shoot that. Yeah, red. I think, like, it's only this. It's only Gamma, and I think Big are the only ones that have access to this level. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was freaky. Ready, aim, fire. Upsy daisies. Up we go. Oh, I love the sense of speed that just gave me. It's like the Hit David Leach bullet train. What happened? Okay. I thought it just broke the game. I'm scared that anything I do breaks the game because of all the stuff I do. And how jank this port is. Woo! It's impressive the kind of amount of speed they gave this. Dude just turned... Donnie just turned himself into the Master Control program from Tron. Gotcha. I mean, Gamma doesn't have a long story at all. Like, Gamma's, you can, like, as long as you know what you're doing, you can blaze through that thing in, like, 30 minutes.
E-105 Zeta. Rescue complete.
Thanks, Ball. Excuse me. He is so smart, he decided to, forego his legs. Now we're on way to the final boss.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units.
Yeah, we rescued him because remember, when Eggman makes robots, you know, there's animals in them. He's freeing the animals inside.
Gamma. Because he met Amy. Beta.
Amy had this bird. And so, like, he feels almost just some sort of sympathy because subconsciously he knows there's a bird like him inside. Oh, I'm not supposed to go in there. Let's head back up. A bit of anticlimactic. Whoa, it's Beta. I must free him. Head back down. Oh! Oh, the cutscene's still triggered. How to take down Beta one last time. He can backhand me. So we can only attack him when he's not facing us, so he's reeling from an attack. Got him. He shoots Kamehamehas. It's funny how Gamma is probably like the jazziest character in the game, despite being a literal synthetic creature. Knuckles wished he had funk like this. More to go. Just wait for him to get that shield. He's out.
Mission complete.
For some reason, I feel very, very sore. Wow, I survived that blast. Real good. Goes. And the moment that made 9-year-old Dreamcast players cry. Or GameCube players. Superman. Dude, that's a big... Did Eggman install a nuke on Gamma? That is a huge explosion. Cut. Cut. And that was Gamma's story. We are now halfway through Sonic Adventure. So with the next time we'll be streaming, I gotta figure out my work schedule. But once we do, I'll announce our final stream for Adventure, and we can move on to something else. Yeah, it's a sweet ending, and the thing about Sonic Adventure's cutscenes, again, they're very constrained because of the technology of their time. And I really hope they can modernize these sort of things too, because, these moments do justify really nice, just cutscenes made for them. And I think this was like the first time where a Sonic story really got truly emotional. At least really attempted to be. Because it's not like Sonic 1 to CD had the most emotionally gripping storylines. But this is the first one where they wanted to touch something on more of a deeper basis. And it kind of sucks that Gamma's story does not really have much of a bearing on the overall plot of the main game. But it's a nice side thing. Just giving people the chance to be the bad guy gone good. Which is and it provides the basis for the mech segments in Sonic Adventure 2 going forward. Because, you know, we don't get a lot of Sonic games where you can play as the bad guy to that sort of extent. I mean, you can technically say Shadow the Hedgehog did, because you have the evil pathway. But it was nice to play as an Eggman robot for as short of a time as we got. So I hope they do revisit this whole mech thing, because I think Gamma had better mech segments than Sonic Adventure 2, simply because it's still fast. Gamma is still relatively fast. The levels are quick because it does put you on a time limit. So you do need to find the right ways to optimize your time and take down as many people as possible. It's a nice gameplay formula. So I hope, you know, one day maybe they could expand on Gamma in some way, shape, or form, but it looks like, you know, they're happy with just making solo Sonic adventures for as good or bad as it is for some people. Whether you ask some people who say, you know, Sonic has too many friends, you should just be playing Sonic, which is what has been controlling the Sonic gameplay styles for a while, just wanting to make solo Sonic stuff. But now Sonic fans want to play as other characters again. I want to play as other characters again. I'm sure a lot of us do. Because I missed that ambition. And we don't know what Frontiers is going to bring us. Maybe we'll get more playable characters, or maybe we'll not. We'll find out maybe in E3, future game show, whenever they're going to decide to show it. We're not that long. We're not that long until it comes out. Still love Gamma's theme. It doesn't need lyrics to convey what it wants to be. Oh yeah, he did get a new plush by GE, which is probably going to last a lot longer than the plush that was made back in 1999. Oh, trust me, I would love to see Sonic Heroes revisited in some way, shape, or form. Because, you know, Heroes is my first Sonic game, so I do hold it in a high regard, even if, like, Heroes' biggest flaw is just the controls and how slippery they are. Like, it would be nice to see these concepts revisited with a more refined gameplay style. A lot of them. Heck, bring back Shadow's gun controls. Why not? And that's a nice title card. "26 emblems out of a lot." Okay, so that should wrap it up for now. So, thanks for coming, everybody, to this much better handled stream than before. Getting a lot better of a hang of it. And we'll see you next time to wrap up Sonic Adventure.